there's a performative nature to content creation, and not everyone has that, and that is a skill, and it is an art. And take a pivot to respond to a post that I saw on Threads today by Brock Johnson, who is a very popular Instagram influencer coach and is famously the son of Chalene Johnson, who's well known not just for her fitness videos, but also for being a very popular social media strategist and online personality. So in his post, he essentially said that creators and businesses will be best served if they stop thinking about their content as if it's art and consider it more as media. And perhaps when they do this, they'll spend less time and less consternation and less hand wringing and delay in just putting out the content, trying to perfect it because they're thinking of it as if it's art. Sometimes if you do art, art is usually more personal. People are like committed to the art and they want to hold it close to the chest, and they're very fearful and have apprehension about showing it and sharing it with the public because it's really intimate. And his theory was stop thinking of it as art, think of it as media. I have a journalism background. I went to school for journalism. I got a degree, a Bachelor of Arts in Journalism. And what I learned in those 4 years in journalism school was who, what, when, why, and where. We were told to leave our emotions, leave our personal backgrounds, leave our opinions at home. When we are reporting a story, we just want to give people the facts and just the facts. So if you're thinking about a content marketing strategy perspective, if you're thinking about, I have these audiences, I want to convince them of my authority, I want to get them to know me, to like me, to trust me, so I'm ready to sell to them. There's a formula to that. Yes, then yes, think of it that way as a media. However, that's not enough in 2023, 2024, and beyond to get people to know, like, trust you. In this stage, people are now used to going online, scrolling social media, scrolling reels, scrolling shorts, scrolling TikToks, YouTube, and actually having a connection with people. And you only get that connection when you actually have to perform. Even though the thread or the post is now deleted, in my response from the post here, I essentially said that my thing is that when I'm scrolling social media, I'm find stuff funny. I'm like emotionally driven by it. I laugh. I tear up sometimes. And a lot of times the creativity, the inventiveness, the innovation that comes from these creators, the relatability of some of their content is just amazing. I will bookmark them. I will think to myself, can I create something similar to that? And that is why we do it, because it is a form of art. It's not necessarily visual art, but it is a form of performance art. You think about movies, screenplays, if you think about theatrical productions, if you leave one of those things feeling something emotional, visceral reaction to them, then they've done their job. Similarly, there's a performative nature to content creation, and not everyone has that, and that is a skill, and it is an art form because it's very hard to emulate. I've seen posts, like I said, I'll share posts, and when I try to copy them or try to put my own spin on it or do the same thing, it doesn't always land the same way. Why? It's because it's not coming from me. I just don't have those skills. So from that perspective, I really do feel like you have to be both. You have to be the master of the content, of the media, of the who, what, why, when, and where, of your strategy, of your target, and stay focused that way. But while you're doing that, you still have to think about the audience, and then your goal and your job as a creator, or using content to market, or content to draw in an audience or convince people of your authority or get people to know you, like you, trust you. The other aspect of that is the audience. You have to get them to get drawn in, and that's where your artwork, your ability to manipulate humor and various different other aspects of content comes into play. I know I promised to do a video decoding complicated legal language that sometimes appear in brand deals and brand agreements and contracts. That's going to be my very next video, going through the terms of license agreement. And the one after that, I'm going to be talking about Federal Trade Commission disclosure rules and requirements. And then I think I'm going to do a video on Pinterest marketing. So stay tuned for those videos coming soon. Anyway, chat below, talk about it, let's discuss.